nervous system, it consists of the brain and it consists of the spinal cord. On the other hand, the peripheral nervous system, it consists of all the nerves that comes out of the brain, that comes out of the spinal cord. Furthermore, this peripheral nervous system is divided into the afferent nerves that basically start from the tissues or to the organs. So if like any organ is present and, you know, like for example, if you touch your hand, how do you feel like you're touching? Because the nerves that are over here in the receptors, they send or they take that information from our tissues, from that organ to our brain and spinal cord, to the brain, particularly the CNS. So these nerves that are found that carry the impulses, that carry the information from the receptor, the organ, the tissues to the central nervous system is what we call as the afferent nerves. And then the efferent nerves are the ones that take the information from the central nervous system, meaning the response. Like whatever response the brain has generated, that will be taken from the brain, so from the central nervous system to the organ, to the tissue. Clear, students, up until now?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
After that, we have the next division of the peripheral nervous system, that is SNS and ANS. SNS stands for somatic neural system. Somatic, meaning somatic cells. You people know that these are the normal body cells, right? So these are the ones that relay information from the central nervous system and takes them to the skeletal muscles, meaning the voluntary muscles is where they take them. Voluntary muscles. Now, the kind of the nervous system will be somatic nervous system or neural system. Then another is autonomic neural system. Now, this is the neural system which will take the information from the central nervous system to the visceral muscles, meaning to the viscera, meaning to the involuntary area. Okay. So, whenever our involuntary area gets any kind of impulse from the brain, it gets sent with the help of the autonomic neural system. Now, this autonomic neural system is divided into two, that is sympathetic and parasympathetic. Now, sympathetic here, both of them are, you can say, working in accordance with the type of neurotransmitter that will be released, meaning the type of chemical that will actually activate them. So, for example, in the case of sympathetic, the neurotransmitter is adrenaline and noradrenaline. So you people know that this hormone is secreted from the adrenal gland, right? Now, what these hormones do? They basically are responsible for the sudden increase in the heartbeat, supply of oxygen, more supply of oxygen to the muscles. They're important for, you know, showing the flight and fight response so that you quickly run, you jump, you scream and all of that. So those things. Once these you can say hormones, they get released into the body, then basically they send the impulse or they act on the sympathetic neural system, which makes the sympathetic neural system do all of those activities that I just told you about. Whether it is increase in the heart rate, whether it is increase in the breathing, or that boost of energy, that release of energy in your body, that thing that happens is because of the sympathetic neural system, and it is under the influence of the neurotransmitter called as adrenaline or noradrenaline. On the other hand, there is the parasympathetic neural system. Now, this is the one that is under the influence of the neurotransmitter acetylcholine. Okay. So both of them have their own specific functions to perform, and they do so accordingly, like whenever there will be the need, according to that they will do. Wait, let me tell you the various functions. For example, the sympathetic nervous system will stimulate perspiration, meaning perspiration means sweating. So as soon as the sympathetic neural system gets activated, when you're stressed, you start sweating, isn't it? When you're worried, start sweating. So that is under the sympathetic neural system, which parasympathetic will not do. Then you people know goosebumps. They are
Yes,
called as pillow erection in biology, the goosebumps. Right? Whenever you hear something very horrifying, something very creepy, like I get it whenever I see snakes. Actually, I hate it. I despise them. So whenever I see them, it's like those things happen. So that is again under the influence of sympathetic nervous system. Clear? Then you might have noticed that when you're stressed, when you're worried, in that case, the mouth becomes dried, like before the examination. If like before a big examination, you're like your mouth becomes dry, you constantly start drinking water, and during that time, even if I bring you your favorite meal, like whatever is your favorite, butter chicken or biryani or anything, I bring it in front of you, you'll not be able to eat it. Why? Because during that time your saliva is gone. Then your gastric enzymes, your enzymes of your body, enzymes of your digestive system, they are also inhibited. They are also not released. So even if you eat, you're going to get indigestion because you'll not be able to digest it. Okay, so that is the case. Then it will quicken your heart rate, and all of the things that I'm saying, the opposite of that will be done by the parasympathetic. Understood? So they work against each other depending upon the situation of the body. Clear? When you're not stressed, when you're not under any kind of, you can say, tension, in that case, the parasympathetic nervous system will be working, and it will, allow the normal release of the gastric juices, normal release of saliva and everything. One more thing that I'd like to mention, which is under the influence of sympathetic neural system. Can you tell me what all things happen when you get scared? Scared as scared you could be.
start to shiver.
You start to shiver, you start to sweat, right? And one more thing, if let's just say your people are walking on the road and suddenly a lion pops in front of you out of nowhere, then you might have seen that a lot of people urinate themselves, isn't it? Why? Because that's a body's mechanism. It's not, it's funny to think about it, but when a person gets scared and under the influence of this adrenaline hormone, the sympathetic neural system relaxes your bladder. Understood? So that's clear.
Yes,
So
yes,
all of these things are done by the sympathetic nervous system, and the opposite of it will be done by the parasympathetic nervous system. Clear, students? Any doubts?
no, ma'am.
Then we have one more kind of nervous system. All of that is like a part of our whole entire nervous system, only various parts that act according to the various needs. So this visceral nervous system is a part of peripheral nervous system, which comprises the complex of nerves, fibers, ganglia, plexuses, and what they do is that mainly they send the impulses, they send the information or the signal from the central nervous system, that is the brain, to the viscera, that is mainly the organs of the body cavity, like the intestine, like the stomach. So this transferring of the information from the central nervous system to the viscera of the body is done because of the visceral nervous system. Is it clear, students? Any doubts up until now?
No, ma'am.
Okay, now you people write down, take out a fresh page, give a nice heading and start putting it down.
Done, ma'am. Done.
Can you see the screen, students?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, ma'am.
Okay, done.
Yes, ma'am. Done. Done.
Done, students? Done till here?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, ma'am.
Any doubts up until now?
No,
No.
ma'am.
All right. Okay, so now we'll be solving some questions from this chapter, that is cell cycle and division, that you people will have some sort of a revision. So once you're done, tell me. We'll scroll down.
Done.
Done.
Both of you are done?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm just writing the option number. It's okay, right? I don't need to write the entire answer.
No, only the option number.
Okay. I'm done.
Done.
Done, mom.
Done.
Done, mom.
Same. Done.
All right. Did you people have any doubts in any of the questions?
No.
Okay, let us discuss the answers. So the first question is, meiosis results in diploid organisms. What is production of gametes, reduction in the number of chromosomes, introduction of variation? Which one out of them?
Mom, all.
Yes,
B.
all of them. At which stage of meiosis does the genetic constitution of gametes is finally decided?
Mom, anaphase 2.
And phase 1 actually. The reduction actually happens during the anaphase 1. Understood? So
Okay.
anaphase 1 basically decides whether or not the gametes are haploid or they stay diploid. Meiosis occurs in organism during
Sexual reproduction.
A.
it is a property of sexual reproduction. During anaphase 1 of meiosis, what happens?
Non-homologous chromosome separate.
Homologous chromosome separate. Is there a splitting of centromere that takes place? Yes or no? During the anaphase 1, does the centromere separate? Yes or no? Hmm? Yes or no, students?
Yes, they split, right?
No. No separation of centromere takes place. Only the chromosome together separates, right? The two chromatids that are joined together at the centromere, the whole entire centromere goes to the opposite poles. So there's no splitting of centromere. Acha, mitosis is characterized by which of the following? Reduction, equal, both reduction and equal, and then pairing of homologous chromosomes. Which one?
Equal division.
Equal division.
Because there is no reduction in the chromosomes during mitosis. It is an equational division. All right. A bivalent of meiosis 1, it consists of
Four chromatids and centrosome.
Four chromatids.
Centromeres.
very good. 4 chromatid because we're talking about bivalent, right? Univalent would have been 2 chromatids and 1 centromere. But here in this case, there are going to be 4 chromatids and 2 centromeres, meaning 2 chromosomes are going to be there. Cells which are not dividing are likely to be at which of the phase?
G.
G, not phase. Very good. Which of the events listed below is not observed during mitosis?
Crossing over.
Crossing over. Crossing over only happens during meiosis, and at which stage, students? At which stage?
Mom, can you repeat your question?
I'm saying this crossing over process takes place at which stage? It takes place during the Pachytene stage of the prophase 1 of meiosis.
According to Toronto, it's one of
Okay. Question number 9. Identify the wrong statement about meiosis.
Mom, D, 2 cycles of DNA replications occur.
During the meiosis, only 1 cycle of DNA replication happens. That is only during the interphase. In the interkinesis, no DNA replication takes place. The last question is, select the correct statement about the G1 phase.
DNA in the cell does not replicate.
Yes, very good. DNA in the cell does not replicate. Okay. Any doubts, students? Any question that you people got stuck on?
No, ma'am.
Okay, and have you understood everything I taught in the neural control intro part?
Yeah, mom.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Okay, students. So now let us see what all do we have to study in the next class. So after this, we have to study about this thing, the neuron, which is the functional unit, the structural unit of our nervous system. So we're going to study what is a neuron, what are the different parts of a neuron, what are the functions of each part. And this diagram is very, very important for you all to remember. Then we're going to study the different kinds of neurons, the 3 different types of neurons that are there. We're going to study about that. So any doubts up until now? Anything you all want to ask me?
No, mom.
Not yet.
All right. Okay. So for today's class, we'll keep it till here only and we'll continue in the next class. Okay.
Okay, mom.
Okay, ma'am.